We are seeing extreme changes in the weather. It's much hotter in the summer and much colder now in the winter.
Something else we're facing now, more than in past years, is natural disasters.
We just have to work collectively harder to make sure these animals are comfortable with these crazy changing temperatures. Hi, my name is Ellie Lax. I'm the founder of the Gentle Barn Foundation, and I run the Gentle Barn with co-founder Jay Weiner. At the Gentle Barn, we take in animals that have nowhere else to go because they're too old, too sick, too lame, or too scared to be adoptable. We bring them in and rehabilitate them and give them sanctuary for the rest of their lives. We have sanctuaries in Los Angeles, California, Nashville, Tennessee, and St. Louis, Missouri, and at each location, we have a wide variety of animals. Collectively, we have over 200 animals. We're making this video because our sanctuary is in need of help. Most of the animals that we rescue are genetically engineered to grow very big, very fast, so they could be slaughtered as babies. When we rescue them at the Gentle Barn and bring them home, when they're finally full grown, they end up being obese. Now, you can't reverse genetics with diet, so there's nothing nutritionally that we can do to keep our animals from being that big. All we can do is care for them with things like acupuncture, supplements, massage therapy, and of course, any medical treatments they may need. So now we not only have animals that have mobility issues because of the genetic engineering, but now we have global warming on top of it. So 23 years ago when I founded the Gentle Barn, the seasons were pretty routine and pretty predictable. Each season lasted about 3 months, and we knew what to predict. We knew that every June we sheared the sheep, every December, January, February we had coats for the horses and the older goats and sheep. It was very predictable and very easy to manage. Now, 23 years later, we are seeing extreme changes in the weather. The summer is not just 3 months long, it lasts 4 or 5 months, and it's much hotter in the summer and much colder now in the winter. You can imagine that a pig that is 1,000 pounds is now much more uncomfortable in extreme temperatures. So we have to work harder to keep them cool when they're stationary in their stalls. So of course, a lot of these things we've already implemented. We've been working on this for several years now, trying to get the animals comfortable in these extreme temperatures. But we need more and we need your help. We need to really work harder to get the barns cooler in the summer, warmer and more insulated in the winter. We just have to work collectively harder to make sure that our senior population and these animals are comfortable with these crazy changing temperatures.
There's lots of different small things that need to be done around the barnyards to be able to shade and care for the animals. One of them is in our Agua Dulce location where we have a lot of cows. We don't have enough shade in the pastures for them. And so we want to put trees out and we want to make it really wonderful for them to be able to lay out underneath the shade of the trees. Something else that we've done is spray insulation in 2 of our barns. And that insulation can bring the temperature down about 20 degrees in our barns. And we've realized after doing that that we need to do it in all of our barns to prepare better. We've needed things like fans and temperature control with heating and air units. We need misting systems, things like pools for the little pigs and for the alpacas. They love going in the pools because that's how they cool their feet. We need a lot of different things, big and small, to keep our animals comfortable as temperatures continue to rise. Something else we're facing now, more than in past years, is natural disasters, and these occur in all of our locations. In California, we're affected by California wildfires, which is a big threat to our California 2 locations. We need to have water tanks so that we're ready to put out fires as they come. We need to be able to keep our trees trimmed and our bushes trimmed and the weeds that surround the entire property. We're having similar problems in the reverse though in Tennessee and Missouri. We have water problems with extreme rain where we have flooding on the properties that encroaches into the barns and makes it very uninhabitable for the animals there, and we have to take them out and we have to put them in different areas. And we need to prepare for that better, especially because these disasters are projected to happen even more frequently in the future.
When you look at any of these things individually, it might not seem like a big deal. But when you're looking at all of these things collectively, 3 locations, 200 animals, senior animals, obese animals, genetically engineered animals, and all of their needs in these extreme temperatures, we are realizing that this is going to be a very big expense moving forward. Here's the bottom line. Jay and me, our volunteers, and our very dedicated staff are willing to be in the trenches no matter what the temperature is outside. We are feeding the animals, making sure they have everything they need every single day. We are doing the hard work, but we can't do it without you. Help us juggle these crazy seasons and these unpredictable temperatures and help keep our animals comfortable no matter if it's cold or hot or anywhere in between. Share this message with your friends and family and let them know that we're asking for help.